Just no notice.
Oh, what up?
Was good. Was good. Was good. Back with another great episode of Chronic Cinema. Another great episode. You know
Cinematic Chronic.
that Menace to Society, boy. That joint.
That
That
joint
joint's
going numbers,
crazy,
man. That
man.
joint going up. That joint going up right now, man. We need y'all to keep, like, you know what I'm saying, hitting that subscribe button and that share button, man. Keep sharing that shit, man. We definitely
That joint.
appreciate your views.
And being though is that, like we said in the last one, how much the West Coast impact is, we gonna ride over there again, and we gonna take y'all through South Central tonight. You know, another great movie, released in 1992. My co-host
92.
is my co-host was even gracious enough to bring y'all some
I got on that, you know
1992
what I'm saying? Like,
memorabilia.
y'all remember the show Martin, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. Y'all remember, you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what, you know what I'm saying? 1992 was a good year, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, also the year Martin came out, in case y'all ain't know, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta let them see the picture too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the
Cause I know niggas
Dragonfly.
gonna look like, oh, I ain't never noticed that. Hey, they got the Dragonfly Jones jacket.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. How like
That John,
that? Yeah, man.
that
You know
was a
what I'm
good
saying? Like
idea, man.
Martin hooked me up with this, man. Hold on, wait. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and Martin, what's Martin's favorite team, bro? Like, you see the color coordination that's going on with the Pistons hat. You know what I'm saying? How everything matching up, linking up with the green up underneath the hat and on the collar and the yellow up. Come on, man. That's what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? They call me French because I be dressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want to tell y'all that. That's what they call me. You know what I'm saying? They're like, that nigga be dressing, boy.
I say, man, but South Central, man, this
OG
it's
Bobby
another one.
Johnson.
It's another one of them, 80s babies, early 90s babies classics for sure. I mean, as I rewatched it before we did this show,
Deuce.
I,
I'm sorry. I'm just hyped.
it definitely brought some parts back to me. I got some definitely topics which I'm gonna do my new format. I'm gonna save my opinions to the end.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
but as far as like I said, this was another one of the movies because like I say, we couldn't really get no good movies out unless we was syndicated or we was goof troop shit like that. But I'm glad that they actually did this movie because it let the East Coast really, really see what that gang and shit was about. I mean, we had Colors and a couple other gang movies before this one. Because if you remember, Menace wasn't a gang movie. Them niggas was just wrecking.
Yeah. And
They
that's
wasn't.
more so how it was on the East Coast though. It wasn't no gang shit.
Yeah, that's why I think
Motherfuckers over here just
Menace.
wrecking.
That's why I think Menace was always like a household classic for every
Yeah,
African
man.
American household.
A few other ones that we're gonna get into. You know what I'm saying? Like the Menace Society, Boys in the Hood, Juice, shit like that. Those is definitely like hood classes where it's like it didn't have like a gang type of like outlook on it. It was just like a group of friends. Like, and I mean, you can call it a gang, but it's not a gang. We're not banging for colors. We ain't on. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers just trying to
And
make it home
see,
safe or back to their hood safe type shit.
and see, even with, cause like I say, Boys in the Hood is definitely to me more relatable because I get the same thing he's saying. A group of friends. You just had one or two homeboys that was in the gang, or everybody had a different, they own different shit. That's that's more like this where we come from, East Coast. But South Central is straight. Come on, young, and go do this, crash dummy. I'm gonna get all the money. Y'all gonna do all the wrecking. Like I ain't really. I'm glad. Like I said, this like this one of the movies I say that we need it because honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This one of the movies make me ain't never want to be in no gang. And the bad thing that make a bad cats go laugh at this video that know me from back in the day. We actually used to run around and call ourselves Deuce Dog when we was in like 7th grade.
A lot of people did. A lot of people say that shit, bro. Like you got we. I mean, we was ignorant. We was kids, bro. We was running around. You know what I'm saying? Mimicking what we saw on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever we saw on TV and movies and all that. Like that's what we was out here mimicking and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us.
But this the one thorough thing that everybody across the world can say about this movie, South Central. The thoroughest nigga in that movie was OG Bobby Johnson. Out of everybody in that movie, that's the only nigga everybody acknowledged still to this day. OG Bobby Johnson.
Ray Ray was a fucking nut. Ray Ray was like a
Yeah,
lot of these new niggas that's out here now, bro. A fucking snake. A
yeah,
motherfucker that'll have a motherfucker doing dirt for him and all that type shit, but and then you trying to claim the crown as if you the king and you the man behind the scenes that's making all the moves and all that shit. Like you wasn't out here
yeah,
catching no bodies, Ray Ray. Like you was sending people out here doing the dirty work. Like that movie was crazy, man.
yeah. Giving them niggas $10, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's my next time. My nigga look, but like 'cause even like people don't understand. Like another thing that I learned from this movie, loyalty. Like I ain't like you see how that nigga Bobby moved for that nigga, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's loyalty. Like back then, cats would have been, oh man, that nigga stupid. No, nigga, that was loyalty. Nigga, I'm
But
doing this for the gang.
but to a certain point, bro, you gotta look at it as though and it is stupidity to a certain extent
Well,
because it's like what makes that different from now? What makes that different from a young boy saying that now? Like, oh no, I'm riding for gang. Nigga, the end result is still gonna be the same, bro. Either dead or in jail,
yeah.
man. So it's like,
Well, no. The,
no.
the end res- the end result ain't the topic. The topic is like you gotta look at it like this. When he did what he did, Ray Pop and his pop was running in gangs.
Right.
So when he did it, he ain't killed Bull like he was a crash dummy. He killed Bull like I'm one half of the gang. I'm the boss. He's the boss. I'm the boss. 50-50.
I don't
So
know, man. Go ahead.
I'm moving for the gang. I mean, just so happened, I'm not gonna lie, it was pussy in the twine with it. So that's the only part where I still don't respect it because you would have never did it for few farther in the gang if it wasn't for your chick. So
Smoking that
still,
PCP water.
so it's still some suckerish going on in there.
That's what I'm saying. Then also, bro, it's like, all right. I kind of see why Bobby had to do it, but then also it's like, bro, Ray, you could have shot the nigga too.
Yeah, he could
Like
have. But like honestly,
you sat there and gave a whole speech and then want to pass me the burner
if
while
you
you
think
got
about
gloves
it,
on.
Ray is exactly like the niggas out here today because you know
That's what
why
I
he
said,
didn't pull
bro.
that trigger? You know why he didn't? He knew he didn't have to. He was the mouthpiece. I'm no disrespect, Bobby, but I got a crash dummy and I got a mouthpiece that'll make any nigga. So this the catch. Any man he would have told to shoot that boy in that room would have did it.
No, because the way them niggas look, the way Loco and Bear look, them niggas was surprised, nigga. Them niggas was both like, you see, Bear was like, and Loco was scared too. Yeah, Loco was tripped the fuck out of that PCP, nigga. Nigga. He got the right person to do it, bro. He got
Gotta
the right
go,
person to
Bobby.
do it. And then once that happened, bro, that's when shit took a turn. You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby went to jail, but Ray was able to take over the streets with the drug shit. So all
Yeah,
that
he
shit
was able
was
to
was
unit.
all that shit was like some on in a sense it's almost like some divide and conquer shit, but you added your squad in the mix. Like you looked at it like I'm a sacrifice him to save in order to save myself or make myself greater type shit. Like
Said, yeah, no, look, this is what he did. He he was corny because when he was doing that speech, because remember he kept saying, I got a speech in a couple of days to unify all the gangs across LA. And he was like, remember at the meeting, his whole claim in the meeting was, well, Bobby, though, you see, man, we do something to anybody who get in our way,
Right.
anybody who try to hurt dude's pockets. That was kind of crazy. And then it's like, fast forward on a couple
You
scenes
gassing
later,
these niggas up off of Bobby body.
yeah,
Go
and
get
then a
more
couple
bodies.
scenes,
When you ain't catching no bodies.
and then a couple scenes later, you come pulling up on this nigga's son, not to give him a check, take him to get a haircut, some clothes. You offering him a job at Still Radios. Yeah, Ray was a nut ass nigga the whole time.
You gave them niggas like $10 a piece.
Ray was consistently a nut ass nigga. And then it's like another person I can't let ride. The young boy that played his son, man, like young boy had me cracking up. This is
No,
hunky
fuck that.
ball.
Whoever cut that nigga hair, we can't let it ride, bro. Like, who did that to Jimmy hair, bro? Like, OG Bobby Johnson should have came out and fucked his barber up, and then went and rolled down on Willie Manchester and them niggas for that 187. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, them young boys was too tough, yo. Hey, OG Bobby Johnson, you gonna run down on Willie Manchester? You need some backup?
You just call. You know, nigga,
I'm
you
looking
do
like,
stuff.
yo, man. And the part that make it crazy, I ain't do no real homework.
Remember when they was out
They
there slap boxing? Hold on, wait. Remember when they was out there
nigga,
slap
he was
boxing? Yeah,
smacking
boy.
his son
He was
up, yo.
slapping the shit out of J-Rock. Yo.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, you fucking hater. He stole my line. He stole my line, right? So I was gonna say that. Cause
I'm
that's the
back,
first time I
yo.
seen this fucked up cut.
Nigga was like,
Yo, he was taking hella friendly fire though.
yo.
He was cool with it too. That nigga definitely was cool with it, man. But I mean, another good part about this movie, and this is why I always say maybe I was a woke person younger, because I always the part of the movie, like I said, I trip off, the locals and the Jimmies and the, you know. Oh yeah, another chronic cinema stash spot. Willie Manchester wife was Smokey Mom from Friday. I peeped that the other day. But
Oh, that's where we going? Another chronic cinema stash spot. Bear is also,
Michael Clark Duncan, psych.
nah, that's also the boy from Boys in the Hood.
With the football.
Exactly.
The one that gave it back. Not
Yeah,
pause. The one that
get a
gave it
little
back,
nigga
not
his
the one
ball
that took
back.
it.
Right.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, man, see what I'm saying? And like even with like I say them like the characters from the movie and things like that, like the biggest part that impacted me from that movie was to watch him go to jail, OG Bobby Johnson, and then
Sitting there doing that time and shit, man. That shit was wild.
come out, after my man had to give up 10 boxes of smokes.
No, fuck that. 15 box cigarette smokes.
Yeah, white boy was ignorant. He had no type of grammar whatsoever. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. It's because you Aryan on me, you had to be stupid. I didn't understand that,
Say
but
Chinese.
he was weird as shit. So his
That
whole
nigga
crew
put
was
up 5
weird.
fingers and said, now you owe Aryan Nation 15 box cigarette smokes. What? Nigga? Like, I'm not giving you nothing until you say that shit in correct English. Like, what?
I'm gonna give you 5 boxes. what you asked for. That's what he had up. That's what he had his hand up for. But like that transformation, man, was definitely hard because, like I say, I don't want none of y'all gang members upset with me. I don't want any of you guys upset with me out there.
What do you mean?
But to me,
Hard.
huh?
What do you mean the
What's
transformation
that?
was hard?
Huh?
The transformation was hard. What?
No, I said his transition from being OG Bobby Johnson to,
The
Ray
nigga with
Ray's, I
that
mean,
clean cut fro and the beads.
Jimmy's dad. So it was like, you know,
Jimmy's brother. He's the guy I was telling you about that sings. He's the guy.
say, man, it's like the way yeah, that transformation was hard. That shit was definitely hard, man.
You're not gonna keep saying that shit was hard, dog. Yeah. Yo, yo.
Man, that transformation was soft. It
That
was, it
shit
was
was
soft.
fucked up. That
Like,
was a bad transition, man. It was fucked up. It was sad, man, to see him go through that. Other words you could use, yo.
I'm about to say, man, but to me, this movie definitely was a good eye opener because it gave you that choice. If you wanted to be, that OG Bobby Johnson, you could. Or if you wanted to be the nigga you came home from jail as, that shit choice too.
Or you could be Ray Ray, or
Yeah.
you could be Loco. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn, I know all of them. I even know one of the smart Muslim brothers from the jail. I know one of all of them. So I mean, it's definitely a weird way, but I do look at like this movie the way that it definitely gave you a choice. If you want to be a gangbanger that bad, go ahead. But also it do show you that's the West Coast culture. And that's why I never really say too much about gangs because it's not the culture where I come from. Maybe if it was, who knows? I might have ended up in a gang. I don't know. My neighborhood didn't have one. I mean, I
that
didn't have
shit,
they
that shit definitely made me not want to steal no cars, seeing the way Young Boy got shot. That was a
well
bad
that
tone.
that's the thing too. And I'm not taking no shots at the West Coast cats, but yeah, we did the same stuff that y'all did. We just did it at free will. We ain't do it because the big homie told us to. We did it because we wanted to do it. But I'ma still give y'all props because we did it from watching y'all movies and watching y'all do the shit. See what I'm saying? You remember, my nigga, we don't have Philly street movies. We didn't then. So all our street movies is Colors, New Jack City, South Central,
Shit like that.
Menace to
Yeah, West Coast shit.
Society. We ain't got our own. So we kind of developed our bad shit from music and movies. Cause I mean, really, to be honest, I remember 80s and 90s. Remember, niggas was getting beat up and stabbed.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, movies had violence in the period, so so I wouldn't really just blame it on just like our culture type with the movies and shit or whatever. Because I mean, like even if you take it back to like a classic movie that we're going to get into, if not this season, next season. You know what I'm saying? Like a Paid in Full. Remember when he said when Scarface came out, which is my favorite movie, he was like when Scarface came out, the hood went wild type shit. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, granted, that's still
All
someone
right.
that's considered a minority, but it's not someone that's black. So that's something that you're seeing with a lot of violence in it. That's gonna have people like, oh yo, I'm gonna act like I'm Tony Montana. Or if you see the Godfather, you're gonna be like, oh yo, I'm gonna act like Fredo, or I'm gonna act like Michael, or I'm gonna be the Godfather, or I'm gonna be this person. Or you see Carlito's way, like so. It's like all these type movies are also in different cultures too, though, because a lot of the times what people try to do is they try to make it seem as though only violent movies that have like an influence on people come from the black culture, which is not true. Because if that's the case, like not to sound insensitive or nothing like that or whatever, like you know what, I'm not even gonna say what I was about to say. No, I am gonna say what I was about to say. But it's not no movies out here with like any black kids dressing up in trench coats going up to shoot up like high schools or anything, not to sound disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it's no, we don't have any movies like that. So it's like you can't say, or we don't have any rap songs like that. So you can't sit here and say that that's strictly coming from hip hop or that's coming from the black culture. Not saying that that's what you're saying, but that's what it almost sounds
No,
like alluding to in a sense. So that's why
no.
I just wanted to make that quick little clarification. Like that's not what we're doing here because it's violence in movies and music, period. So it's not just in the black culture. But I know, Ben, so you said like we ain't had no like Philly movies. It was just like a lot of gang culture movies, and this where we got our bad shit from. That's not true. That's the point I was making. Like that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because it's other movies out here that wasn't inspired with black people that was gang shit or
I'm gonna
wild
say I know.
acting,
I look.
criminal type shit
I'm gonna
inspired.
say. I'm gonna say I know 50 niggas got their heart from Juice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can say that, but also you gotta think about like the era where our pops come from and our uncles and our grandpops and shit like that. Like they didn't see Juice, nigga. They was gangsters before the movie Juice came out. So you can't.
We
That's,
watch. We
that's what I'm
watch. But
saying.
hold. This the thing. I watch they movies. They movies is the Jones that's actually the interludes to a lot of those Ghostface albums. Tell
Right,
that,
right,
yeah,
right.
man, it's Willie up
Yeah,
in
like the little
Walk,
black
man. He said, tell
exploitation
y'all
films and all
niggas to
that.
keep
But the
cool.
granted, that's not really how a lot of people acted though. Those black exploitation films were more so exaggerated acting of black people, bro. Like all that. Hey
That's
man, this job turkey just walked down the block and da, da, da. Like nobody,
that's
like
that
nobody,
that's
like no.
that's what they made us do, and we did it. That's why that's I'm glad you said that because it'll roll right to the point I was about to make. This is a chronic cinema conscious moment. Now we grown men now. We know how movies go. We know there's actors, there's scripts, there's directors. We also know that the version that we see is not the only version recorded, correct?
Yeah.
So it's just kind of crazy that out of all the other narratives, because throughout the years, I'd have seen probably 9 deleted scenes from Scarface.
That's
Shit,
my favorite movie.
I'd
I
have seen
literally,
probably tons,
bro,
tons of.
I got every special edition of Scarface DVDs that came out, bro. I got a Scarface DVD that I got that came in a tin can, and then the shit came with like all these different cards. That's like different pictures basically from the movies or whatever from the Scarface movie. But I never opened it. Like I didn't even open that joint yet, bro. Like that's how much of a Scarface fan I am, bro. Like I got Scarface pictures right here in glass frames and shit. I got the Scarface cutout joint from the movie, like the cardboard cutout stand up joint. I got like that's one of my favorite
You
movies,
gonna
man. My next
you
house,
gonna definitely do that, John.
listen, my next house, I'm gonna paint one of the walls black and red, like halfway down, and have like all my Scarface shit on one side, and then I'm gonna still have my Dallas and my Lakers shit all around, and then my Philly Flyers and my Phillies, my Flyers, and what's the other team I'm thinking about? Where that shit at? Cause I took some shit down. Oh, Phillies, Flyers. Oh yeah, and the Philadelphia Union. You thought I was gonna say the Eagles? Fuck out of here.
But
Never. This is
but no,
Cowboys country.
the reason I say that is it's just like I know for a fact, knowing a bit about marketing, I'm willing to say that it's a reason why those versions always got released of these movies. what I say the most brutal versions. Because even with Scarface, remember they had narratives where she actually had a kid to create a part two. But nah, they ain't want that to happen. They killed that.
I never saw that. No, that I
Yeah,
never saw.
that was supposed to be part two. She left
Man,
off
now
and
you're telling me stuff that I don't know, and I'm a huge
yes,
Scarface movie fan, so I
check
feel as
it
though
out.
you're lying. I feel as though you're lying.
Check it out.
That was some fan made shit right there. That was nope.
I'm telling you, it's no, because back at that time, fan made shit wasn't really generated when they was talking about doing the
Yeah,
part two.
you're right.
It was, it was like I said, it was
Only way
that's
I'm
what
gonna
the
believe it is if
studio.
the Pfeiffer says it herself. If Fife Dog don't say it herself, I don't want to hear it. If Michelle Pfeiffer don't get on record and say that, oh yeah, they wanted me to have a kid in that joint, then no, I don't believe it.
Yeah, 'cause that was the only believable pitch that anybody even listened to. Yeah, he had a son. Cause pay what he killed his best friend. He killed everybody that we knew around him. So how else could it come back?
Or
She
you
came
talking
back
about,
as
or you talking about his sister had the baby.
no, remember no, I'm talking about Michelle
Scarface and
Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer. No,
Yeah.
because I remember his sister was pregnant, I think, right? Oh no, she just got married.
Man, that would have been thorough. She would have ended up getting pregnant by his homeboy,
I'm
and
a
now
Nolo.
they kids grew up and drawed together. That would have been thorough. But like I
They
say,
wasn't thinking like
certain
that back then, bro. That shit
nah,
was a
I,
good script.
no,
We
no,
don't need a
no.
part two. We
I'm
didn't
not
need
gonna
a
lie
part
to
two.
you. They
And then
was
also
thinking like
Scarface
that.
was a remake. You gotta think Scarface was a remake from a movie from like
Yeah,
1937 or some shit like that.
yeah.
That's not
Oh,
even like
that joint on there. I'm no disrespect. I don't even count that joint, bro.
you
I
don't
don't
count because
count
it's the
that.
original.
I t-
You can't do that.
and everything we probably watch and talk about is not original. So I mean, but it's not my original. My original is the one that came out in the '80s. That's not even my that might be my grandma's original. That's not my original though. That's that's yeah, that ain't my original. Cause I mean, like and see, that rolls right back into it. Certain movies, to be honest, are on that list to why they don't have part twos. You see why there's no part two to Menace. There's no part two to South Central. There's no part two to Scarface. There's no
It could be
part
a
two
part
to
two to Menace.
Juice. Huh?
Here's your part two to Menace.
I hope not,
Everything
yo.
happened that happened, right? Old dog get out. Boy walking to the street with his kid. That shot came. Or walking to his car in the mall parking lot. Old dog let him have it as soon as he get out the car, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how that joint start. And then we go from there. He looking for the rest of them niggas. Or he wait to the end to find the bull who came back to shoot Kane, but he shoot all the other bulls that was in the car because word that went around since he done been locked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could happen. It could definitely happen.
Now, hold up. The reason why I can't, and this is the reason why I say that these movies can't be redone. Where's the substance?
Anthony wants revenge.
Menace
Anthony
to
wants revenge.
society.
Kane was like his dad, nigga. Anthony wants revenge now. He's older. He's played by Brashear Gray, the young boy from Empire. He's gonna be played by like you know what I'm saying? Like he older now. He wants
No,
revenge. You know
man, cut
what
it
I'm saying?
out, man. You already
Fuck
know they
that.
gonna cast my man. They gonna cast Emmett from the Shy, man. Cut it out.
They can cast
He
one
got
of them.
the
He got the curly hair. Yeah,
I
he got the
mean,
little curly box. Yeah. They can get him.
but
Either
yeah,
way.
like to me, they shouldn't be redone. They got the messages across loud and clear. There's no need for it to be done again.
No facts. That's
Say,
what, yeah, like
like I
certain
said,
movies, like when certain movies go off, bro, like exactly like we saying, like when minutes go off, bro, and King gets shot, bro, and just looking at like the trauma that it seems that he's going through, and then he's like talking, and like you hear the heart beating and all that, like, and he like, my grandfather asked me, do I care whether I lived or die? And remember, he said he don't know, and he was like, I know now, or whatever. And then it just go off like, doom, wake your punk ass up, nigga. Like, it's like, yeah, nigga, wake the fuck up. Like, cause this could be your reality, nigga. You could be out here, nigga, doing all this dumb bullshit. And then next thing you know, you about to walk to the store or coming out the crib, nigga, and you know what I'm saying? Like that shit could end that fast. Like,
Yeah. Or like a lot of us experience, y'all niggas is into that
you might
street
not even have
shit.
nothing to
Y'all
do with the
cool
shit.
with it. And y'all man who ain't got nothing to do with it back there laying on the grass and he ain't even had nothing to do with the street shit.
Right.
I, I mean, for me, honestly, I tell people, and that's the difference between movie and reality. And reality, Kane would have lived. Only
Yeah.
nigga would have died out there is the nigga that ain't do nothing to nobody.
No, no, no. But when you think about it, in all actuality, in reality, Kane probably would have died because that's what they was aiming for, and he was the closest one to the street when they pulled up. And like it happened, old dog would have lived. The nigga that did the most dirt out of all them niggas, like, would have fucking lived. Like,
I mean, but shit, you don't know a nigga that been hit 13 times and lived.
yeah,
See, Sharif, they tore Sharif ass up.
yeah.
They tore his ass. Well, pause. They got him good, man. So I knew it was nothing with him. But I mean, even like, yeah, that shit definitely. But it was no need. The message was loud and clear. You know,
Yeah.
South
That's,
Central. The message was loud and clear, nigga.
that's what I was about to say. Yeah,
I went in a gangster. I came out a man. I went and took my son back because I promised another man that I respected that I keep my word and this is what I was going to do. I did that. Along with that, I mentally checked my homeboy.
what niggas gotta understand is, bro, when and this is real shit. When my dad went to jail, CDs was a big thing. Like CDs was the shit. Like, yo, I never forget when I was gonna go visit this nigga. At the time when he was booked, they could still get CDs. Like you could bring them Jones up there and shit or whatever. Like it got to be brand new in the packaging and all that shit or whatever. Or I think we had to send it. But either way, this nigga said, "Yo, I want the DJ Clue, the professional album." You know how old that joint is, bro? He wanted that shit when it first dropped. I was in like middle school, bro. It had the Rough Riders remix on that album, on that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, to whereas though now it's like when he came home, CDs wasn't even a thing. Motherfuckers plug their phone up to the car, or you ain't got to plug your phone into the car, bro. You just Bluetooth your phone to the fucking car. You know what I'm saying? When he came home,
Nigga, I understand.
cell
Yeah.
phones had buttons on
Nigga,
them. Niggas didn't even have cell phones when he went to jail. For one, not
nigga,
everybody.
you,
That wasn't no. That
you
wasn't a
can
thing,
you can straight just go to YouTube. You can just go to YouTube and type of whatever song you want. If
bro.
anything your old ass
Bro,
heart desire,
he went to
you can
jail
find
before
that song.
Tupac got killed.
Damn.
Right.
Hmm.
Exactly. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
and then to come home in the 2000s, like the late 2000s. Like you feel me? Like a couple years ago type shit. Like so it's like movies like that, bro. That shit have you it either does one or two things to you, bro. It's like it either draws you to that life or it draws you away from that shit, bro. And there be some motherfuckers like yeah, we didn't both we like we both could say we done been guilty of having one foot in, one foot out type shit. Well, we might have done a little dirt here and there type shit, bro. But motherfuckers got enough sense to where as though it's like, bro, that's not where I want to be. That ain't who I want to be, bro. Like, motherfuckers don't have no. This the thing. Motherfuckers got all the heart in the world to do dumb shit, but not enough heart to stand on whatever the fuck they believe in, or just or they don't have enough heart to say no. No, bro, fuck out of here, bro. No, I ain't gonna go do that nice shit. Yo, we about to go rob the store right quick, bro. Let's go around here and rob the poppy store. No.
No, the
For
part
what? The
the
fuck are
part
you?
that fucked
You think?
me
Oh,
up
so
is
so since we sat here and watched Juice and smoked a couple L's, now you want to go mask up and go rob the poppy store that we done been going to for our whole life, dickhead? Now what if Poppy pull out a gun? You gonna pop? You gonna shoot him?
uh,
Like, come on, bro.
like he don't know you.
Come on, man. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas don't have enough heart to say no. Nah, bro, I ain't doing that shit. Nah, I'm good. No, I'm cool, bro. Like, and that's what South
Yeah.
Central was, bro. Like, I feel like OG Bobby Johnson ain't had a heart to say, no, bro, I ain't. No, what I'm gonna do is stop fucking with this bum ass bitch. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop fucking with this bum ass bitch. So she wanna be on wet. She wanna smoke the walkie. I'm out. You feel me? I'm going. I'm taking my son and I'm the fuck out. Like all of that, like, oh, I'm gonna kill the boy that sold this to her. For what, nigga? You gonna kill him? The bitch still gonna be smoking wet. You see, you went to jail. You came home. The little bitch was bony as shit. They took him. They took Jimmy, baby. They took Jimmy like that. That bitch was bony as shit. Bitch was Bones Malone. I mean,
She
bitch was
looking
Boney
crazy.
Braxton. Bony, bony, bone. Bone thugs and Harmony.
She
That bitch was bony as shit, bro. They took Jimmy. They took him. I don't know where they took him to. Yeah, because you still on that wet, bitch. I done killed this nigga Genie Lamp for nothing. He killed a nigga named Genie Lamp. Like,
yeah.
what threat does a nigga named Genie named Genie? The nigga name was
He,
Genie, bro. You gotta kill a nigga named Genie.
that nigga looked this soft.
What made it wild was, hold on, wait. What made it crazy, pause. When they booked him and the cops was interrogating. They like, Genie Lamp, you don't know him? He was like, yeah. The coroner said he was hung like a horse, a real cocksmith with the ladies, if you know what I mean. Hey yo, fucking
Niggas
cops
was
say the
gay.
wildest shit, bro. Like, why the fuck, like, bro, what are you talking about?
And then that's another thing we
And
need
it
to
was
take.
like, what about Ray Ray?
We,
Huh? I don't know who you talking about. I never heard of him. You run with him down on Hoover Street. I never fucking heard of him. That nigga pulled out that Idaho potato. He pulled out the potato. He was like, "You like Idaho potatoes, Bobby?" Yeah. That nigga Ray Ray
yeah,
shut
that's the
that nigga up,
part.
bro. That nigga Ray Ray. I don't know if you peep, bro. That nigga Ray Ray had on gloves. Pause. Put the potato on the barrel of the gun, nigga. Pass that shit to OG Bobby Johnson, nigga. That nigga had no gloves on, nigga. He passed you a gun, nigga. With gloves on, you got no gloves on. You about to do the killing though.
But see, this the thing. That's the part that I always wonder why he ain't never say nothing about that. How the gun get in the police hands or the potato? That shit ain't in the river somewhere.
Wow.
All these years, that's the first thing I said when I was rewatching. I'm like, hold up, did he lie me? Cause I'm like, hold
He
up.
had to. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I said it was like on some divide and conquer shit, or almost on some on like the game of chess shit. Like, nigga, I'ma sacrifice him so I could be the king. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he was half for everything.
Exactly. Remember what he said when he told niggas when they got the crack shit in. Because remember the boy Genie was selling wet. That nigga that crack must have just been starting. Because remember that movie, it looked like it was in the 80s. Because remember when they pulled up to get OG Bobby Johnson, that car was old as shit. So you know that was the 80s. It wasn't the 90s. So fucking remember he was like, yeah, y'all buy off of me so we keep the money in the hood. Yeah, if everybody grabbing off of you, nigga, you up now. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And you still sending out orders though, like, yeah, go do this, go shoot them over there, go shoot them over there, and yeah, go kill this nigga, go kill that nigga. We gonna go take over there. Like, it was smart, but at the end of the day, it's still like, it was smart on his, it was smart on his half, but at the end of the day, it's like, nigga, you a snake. That's some snake shit. It ain't. It was smart, but it's still like, bro, like you still got that slave master mentality in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have these niggas out here doing all this nut shit for me, and and yeah, like, see, I don't know, man. Shit a little different now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say shit different, I'm saying it's to the point to where though it's like certain niggas that's OGs now is kind of speaking out against the nut shit. When back then you really didn't have OGs that was in the shit speaking out against it versus being the motherfucker that's just like a pastor or a cop or like, you know what I'm saying, or a teacher or something trying to tell you like, hey man, don't do this. Hey man, don't do that. And people like, me, get the fuck out of here, man. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You've been a nerd your whole life, nigga. You ain't never sold no drugs and you know what I'm saying? Versus them listening to a motherfucker that they know like, oh yeah, this nigga then did this or he did this or you know what I mean? But it's still a lot of lost young boys, bro, because they OGs ain't talking to them. It's either they scared to talk to them or they feel like it's a lost cause. But a lot of motherfuckers feel like it's a lost cause until it's them. Until it's them in that situation where it's like, damn, one of these young boys been killed one of my little nieces, or my fucking aunt, or my grandma, or my like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now is when you want to say something to them. Like, no, nigga, you should have been telling them niggas, like, young boy, you tripping, nigga. If you don't take your nut ass to school or go try to make some bread, nigga, like y'all out here just doing nothing. Like,
That's it, because it was to me, like, I mean, I ain't gonna say to me, but to niggas that shit was cool and they was cool with it. They was definitely cool with it. But I mean,
but see, no, I wouldn't count you because at the time, during those times, you wasn't an OG in the 90s.
huh?
You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
was watching. I mean, it's see the thing, like I tell myself all the time, I wasn't never doing that because nobody else was doing it. I was doing the shit because I wanted to.
right.
I never really had the you know, that bug where I don't know guidance and I don't know what to do. I ain't gonna say I always knew what to do, but for the most part, I never got myself into no trouble I couldn't get out of. I never got myself into nothing too crazy because like I said, I wasn't a follower. I did what I wanted to do. So
Right.
anything I ever, suffered, it was from my own hands. That's kind of rare. So if a nigga hand me a gun and say shoot this nigga, I'm gonna say pussy, why you shoot that nigga? Any way you look at him, going to jail, which we get caught anyway.
Why am I shooting somebody that if you got the gun, why can't you just shoot him?
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck you mean, nigga? No, you already know how we talk. Oh, nigga, fuck, I ain't no flunky. You don't get the fuck out of there. You got a problem with that nigga, man? You put the potato on and all that, bro. Go ahead, do your thing. I worry about all that. And see, this the thing why I say like that whole gang culture kind of sort of was suckers gave them a sucker to pick from this movie because I thought niggas want to put in their own wreck. When you can go to a nigga and say, I put in this work, that should give you power. I ain't never heard of a nigga saying, my man did this and that gave me power. No, Ray Ray was just a pause, a very brilliant mouthpiece. Every hood got him. A cat that can talk you into anything. They'll talk you out your shirt if they like the shirt you got on. And they be capable of doing it to a lot of people, not to all, but to a lot of people. And sometimes them cats can be dangerous because they breed crash dummies. Finger guys, they can go do this, do that, do this, do that. So that's where they get dangerous at. But to me, I'ma still feel like, yeah, even after rewatching the movie myself, Bobby shot that nigga for a 50-50 reason. One, he felt he was moving as the head of the gang, and you got a bunch of other niggas around gotta see us while we run this shit.
Right.
I don't know why he didn't do it. Number two, the whole little my girlfriend situation, but I felt like Bobby was moving off of this shit for
Emotion.
Deuce. Emotion and
Emotion.
Deuce. But now that we discovered this new evidence, learned a lot rewatching shit growing. I watched the movie so many times as a young boy. But I just never wondered how the police get all that stuff. So it's like, damn, Ray, you line the nigga up. And then when he came back, you still try to get a nigga a hard time to get his son back from stealing radios. After you just sent me to jail. Well, I did it. So I sent him.
That's my thing. How you trying to hold on to a nigga's son? As if like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was wild too though, bro. Like it was just like what the fuck? Like what he your top radio thief nigga? Like like come on, man. Like what the fuck? Like
he OG Bobby Johnson's son.
so you figure, oh all right, yeah, I'm gonna get him to keep crashing out. He wanna be like his daddy.
Well, see, it ain't a crash out moment. If you look at it, it's a trophy. So when niggas come step to me, it's like, oh nigga, I got OG Bobby Johnson's son right here with me. Like it gives it that effect. So it still makes some people think that Deuce is still intact.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it definitely gives the effect that Deuce is still intact. So I know how. But to me, I mean, my final remarks I'm gonna say about this movie is I'm not gonna say like most of them are mind poisoning on the black culture. It actually was a
Hold up,
message.
wait. Before you say your final messages, I don't mean to cut you off. We can't leave without talking about the part where that nigga was like, "Gotta go, Bobby. Can't be alone in here." I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry.
At least he was still talking. When he left, he just could make facial expression.
That nigga was that nigga like a sad ass Miguel Nunez. Why he like a dirty ass Miguel? He like a dirty ass chicken fix and biscuit dinner king, bro.
That's probably his brother, man.
He like a dirty ass Pretty Ricky.
That's probably his brother. You gotta do some research on that, man. But
Yeah.
it's like the way he did look bad when he came out the joint. And then the funny thing killed me, right? You notice no matter how much crack this baby mom smoked, she always had a will.
That bitch was bone.
She always had a car,
You talking
man.
about Homer Bone?
Yeah.
The bone collector. Bone
But
crusher.
but like I said, I ain't got nothing bad to say because
Boom, 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 boom. I'm sorry, yo.
this, this movie, it wasn't really, like everything in the movie wasn't forced. You got a fucked up ghetto situation. You ended up in jail, and you came out and did something else. And this, like watching this movie, make me think of like a lot of like rap songs, like when Jeezy say this shit like "Lock my body, can't trap my mind." So I mean, stuff like that make you really think about things like this when I think of this movie because yeah, he did some things in the beginning. So like I said, they let us see the bad sides. Okay, you want to be a gang member, you do this, you do that. This the results. You end up here. But what you gonna do when you come out? You gonna go back out and be a gang member, fuck around, end up back here for another 10, 15, 20 years. And you know back in the 90s they had that gang law, so you ain't gonna end up in there so many more times. But what's the choices you gonna make? You can go home. You see, it's like that movie was so thorough to the point where he wasn't even worried about no job, where he was gonna live. That man really just wanted his son. And to me, that's real nigga shit, dog, to be locked up all that time. And it's like he wasn't worried about nothing. That nigga ain't even worried about gas money. He like, I just want Jimmy. See what I'm saying? Like,
He was driving around town in the fucking a Yugo or a fucking I don't know what that joint was, bro. That joint was a piece of shit. Whatever it was, he was trying to get the joint. That shit was a piece of shit.
that Joe was crazy, man. But
Yo,
like,
that nigga
like
OG
that,
Bobby Johnson pulled up in the putt, like, pulled up in a squatter. Nigga,
nigga, that nigga had that Joe was that Joe was probably like a 70 something.
yo,
At least a 70 something. But like I said, that shit showed a lot. Like that's all he was worried about. So to me, I learned from this movie, ain't nothing wrong with doing bad shit. It's all about the chapters. And maybe this is the way that I feel. I mean, maybe I move how I move because you can have a bad chapter of life. Now, if you're able to come out that bad chapter with your life, cool if you can still have your name intact. But
you gotta keep that
everything,
name intact.
but to still be able to be a regular person or even, that shit cool. That shit definitely is cool.
You gotta keep that name intact because at the end of the day, that's all your kids and your family got, man. Because it's like you can't, you don't want to be labeled as a rat or no shit like that, or a fucking thief, or like you like that's just not something you want to be labeled as, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so, pause, tighten up out here, y'all in these streets, man. Like all these movies and this music and shit, like that shit may seem like real life and it might be based on true stories and all that type shit, but a lot of this shit be fabricated, man. Y'all gotta think. Y'all gotta learn to separate what's real from the fake. Real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Y'all wanna make it out here in
that,
life, bro, to to have kids and possibly have grandkids and great grandkids and all that type shit and properties and level the fuck up, bro. Like you gotta get away from the dumb shit. You got to.
for sure. For sure, for sure. 'Cause I tell cats all the time, man.
Don't be old
Hey,
dog from Minister Society, nigga. Don't be Lord Jimmy from fucking South Central. Don't be Ray Ray from South Central. Don't be OG Bobby Johnson from South Central. For real, some real shit, bro. Don't be none of them niggas, man. Be you. You know what I'm saying? Be you. Motherfuckers need to
my,
learn to
my,
be them, man. Be you.
I say all the time, man. When I tell cats all the time, that shit comes and goes. That shit comes and goes.
Facts. Think about it, youngin. If you 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, what good is it going to do you if you kill somebody and you go to jail until you motherfucking 65 years old or 50 years old or 45 years like what good is that going to do anybody, bro? That ain't going to do you no good. Like
No whatsoever. in a
Everybody,
crazy and
and this not me taking a shot. This me saluting OG. Everybody not gonna have a wallow story, nigga. So don't think y'all gonna go out here in these streets and do some dumb shit and come home and be wallow, nigga. Because y'all not. Stay out here in the streets, nigga. Stay out here in these streets, nigga, and level the fuck up and become a wallow, nigga. Don't think you gotta go to jail and then come home and say, oh yo, no, I'm gonna go to jail and gain the knowledge in there. No, you're dumb. Fuck that, nigga. You can get that same knowledge out here, nigga. And most of that shit free. A lot of that shit free, for real, for real.
100%.
It's on your phone, nigga. You got a smartphone, nigga. The shit is on your phone. It's on your laptop.
Definitely the fuck is. That's what I say all the time, man. Cats don't be understanding. They going one day it's gonna come a point they don't have no choice. Because all that stuff is gonna be on the top. Everything is gonna be out to light. You can't move like that no more. If you
Let me
do,
put it
it's
to you
gonna be
like this.
crazy.
Let me put it to you like this. For you dumb niggas want to go out here and pull the trigger, think about it. Do you want to be locked in with men, nigga, all day? Telling you stories about what they used to be? Ain't the life for me, bro. Hope they ain't the life for you niggas.
Man, I know a lot of niggas sitting at home. Ooh, men's.
You're a fucking nut. Yeah.
That's not so
Oh,
bad. I
ain't the
mean,
life for me, dog. Like,
I sit on the porch with my niggas all day anyway. What's the
yeah.
difference?
I get, yeah, nigga. And sitting on the porch is different from sitting in the cell with a bunch of motherfuckers. So y'all go ahead and keep thinking that shit
Uh,
cool, bro.
yeah,
Go ahead,
you gonna you
go ahead
gonna
and
go
keep doing all these dumbass shootings and all
uh,
that bullshit, bro. Go
you gonna go for sitting on the porch to sitting on a perch.
ahead.
Yeah,
No, nigga, keep it
nigga.
real, nigga. Pause. They gonna be
Uh,
sitting on the porch and sitting
hold
on the
on.
pipe,
Look,
sitting on the
look,
penis, nigga. Y'all
y'all
better
niggas,
stop this
look,
dumb shit, bro.
y'all little niggas gonna go to jail. They gonna turn your asses into Nigerian leather. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all want that. That's what it
I
is.
don't even know what that means, but it said wow, yo. Like
Yeah,
that's
it does.
Nigerian leather, yo.
It
Like
just
no.
popped. I don't know what it means either. It just kind of popped in my head. I just know they said the toughest leather in the world is Nigerian. That's why I think I said, yeah, Nigeria makes some of the toughest leather, you know. But
Yo.
I'm just saying, young boys, be careful, man. Be careful. I heard.
Everybody, young bulls, OGs, motherfuckers whose age is in between, like all that shit, man. Like we got
Yeah,
smart up out here, man.
you better tell him about old head was on World Star talking about how he was in there, you know, in there drawing. Yeah, some nigga he came out one viral, bro. He was talking about how he was in jail for all these like 30 years. No, boy, did longer than that. But he was saying how he had a wife and all that, but he was in there, he was in there tripping,
He had a
booty
wife in
bobbing,
jail.
like in real at home.
Oh, word.
That's why he kept saying, I ain't gay, man. I got a wife. I had a wife the whole time, wife and kids and all that, man. I ain't gay. He just, I don't know.
Yeah, we out of here.
But
We gonna end this show. Like we out of here.
yeah, man.
Fuck you
That's
talking.
what happened in jail. Nigga, that's that jail shit. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about none of that. I don't go upstate. I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know about none of that shit. Really.
But if y'all niggas keep shooting niggas, that's where y'all going.
That's where
And,
y'all going.
and these stories are gonna be about y'all, And the last piece of advice I'm gonna tell y'all, or my wife told me best. Just remember when you go to jail, youngest man, guns check in at the door. So y'all niggas need to be worried about fighting, learning some fighting skills too. Why y'all wouldn't be running around and shooting niggas, man? Cause yeah, ain't no burning in jail. Niggas gonna beat the
Yeah.
bricks off you in that joint.
And this is a guarantee. That nigga you shot, best believe his cousin his dad, his uncle, his brother, somebody up there waiting on you. So
Yeah.
that's something else to think about too. You might
Yeah.
not be no bitch, but they not no bitch neither, and they waiting on you.
They got a nice party waiting on you as soon as you touch down. So I mean, it is, So just I'm
Gotta
not,
go, Bobby.
you
Can't be
know,
alone in here.
think about it, y'all. But as always, man, like, share, subscribe, comment. I mean, tell a friend, tell a friend. I don't want to, I don't want to say I'm not coming over to you mom's houses.
You know what?
Yo, I'm not threatening anybody about going over their moms and sister houses anymore.
All
Y'all
right,
gas too high up north, man. So,
all right,
you
fine,
know, yeah, man.
fine, whatever.
They're safe, man. They're safe. But we get on y'all next time, man.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share, you motherfuckers.
I'll beat your ass.